in the heart of Akwa Ibom, in a community called Ikot Obio Nkan. Among winding red earth paths and dense palm groves, there lived the whispers of a man feared more than famine, more than the wrath of ancestral beliefs of Ebu and them. His name was Ekong Udo, but to villagers he was known only as Ekong the Vanisher. Children spoke of him in hushed tones around moonlit fires. Women feared his shadow more than the cry of night owls. Men, who once prided themselves as hunters and warriors, refused to travel the bush paths after dark, for Ekong's name alone carried the weight of terror. They said he had powers. They said he could vanish into thin air, slipping from one corner of the earth to another like smoke disappearing into the wind. Many swore they had seen him appear in one compound and reappear in another within the blink of an eye. The tales grew bolder with each passing month. Some believed he inherited charms from a dreaded shrine in his father's lineage. Others said he had made a pact with spirits of the river, trading his soul for invincibility. Whatever the truth was, one thing remained certain: Ekong's reign of terror was real. Ekong was not just a robber, he was a terror. He once stormed the house of a chief, tied the man's guards, and made away with his properties. He would collect tax from palm wine tappers and local merchants, warning that refusal meant misfortune. He humiliated women in the market, forcing them to kneel and clap for him before stealing their day's earnings. And when anyone resisted, their bodies would be found the next day, lifeless, marked with strange cuts as if spirits had punished them. To the villagers, Ekong was no longer just a criminal. He was a walking cause. People abandoned farmlands, businesses collapsed, and the night became a prison of fear. But every tyrant carries the seed of his downfall. Among Ekong's gang was a man named Ukarakba, his right-hand man, a man who had grown tired of living in the shadows of fear. One night in his personal hideout, the Nigerian Special Armed Task Force tracked him during a raid. But instead of killing him, they struck a bargain. "Give us Ekong and you will walk free." Okarakpa's lips trembled as he revealed the truth. Ekong's power lies in his feet. When they touch the ground, he vanishes. Lift him up, carry him so his souls never touch the earth, and his powers will die. The soldiers listened. Okarakpa revealed their next plan to rob a wealthy man and suggested that would be a perfect time to set a trap for his leader. Ekong chose his next target, the compound of Chief Anietie Akpan in Ikot Obio Nkan. Known for his wealth from cocoa trade, Chief Anietie had great fortune but paid no tax to Ekong, so his time had come to humble him. But unknown to him, Chief Anietie's house had been turned into a hunting ground, and Ekong himself was the prey. At midnight, Ekong kicked the gate open, sending immediate shock and waking occupants. His men crept behind him. The compound was silent, too silent. He signaled an attack. Then, like thunder, gunfire split the night. Ekong's men scattered, but the task force pressed forward to capture. Before Ekong could vanish into smoke like he always did, hands grabbed him from nowhere. Two men held his arms. Two more quickly held his legs. They lifted him high, upside down, carefully preventing his soles from touching the earth. Ekong roared, twisting like a beast. "Leave me. I am Ekong the Vanisher. No man can hold me." But they did. For the first time, his magic betrayed him. Bound and powerless, They threw him into their truck, not sitting like a man, but tied upside down like slaughtered game. By dawn, the people of Ikot Obio Nkan gathered in the village square. Old men with trembling walking sticks, mothers with children on their backs. Even those who had fled returned to see if it was true. And there he was, Ekong the Vanisher, beaten, bound, powerless. The commander wasted no words. He raised his rifle. Bang! The bullets pierced through him. Ekong's body went limp. But the people feared even death could not hold him. What if he rises again? They whispered. The soldiers understood. So they took him aside, away from public eyes, and butchered him, limb by limb, then buried his remains in 2 different graves, far apart, so his spirit could never return whole. For the first time in years, Ikot Obio Nkan knew peace. Markets flourished again. Farmers returned to their fields. Children laughed at moonlight blaze without trembling at every rustle in the bush. Yet, some elders still whisper when the night grows too quiet. A man who could vanish once may vanish again. Perhaps Ekong's shadow still walks among us. And so ended the reign of Ekong Udo, the vanisher of Ikot Obio Nkan. His terror was buried deep beneath the red earth of Akwa Ibom.